Hi there, welcome to Frugalfull. My name's Lara and this is a channel all about living on a budget, living a frugal yet also full life. And today I'm going to show you my supermarket haul. This is week 1 of No Spend February, month 2 of my No Spend year. So this was a real bargain. My plan with this is I'm going to freeze this and split it into 2 slices and freeze in batches of 2 slices. So in the freezer I have some spare food bags that I use for that purpose, so I don't have to waste food bags. These were 2 for £3 from Lidl. They're big batches of vegetarian meatballs, so I'm going to be using them for a couple of slow cooker batch cooking meals. So watch this space because they'll be coming up in videos in the near future. Shortbread fingers, Bourbon Classics. Now the reason I got these reduced price things, these are coming out of my social budget. So if you have a look at previous videos about the no spend year, you'll see how I work out my sinking funds, and there's a social sinking fund of £10 a month. So these are coming out of that. At the moment, as you can see, I have a broken arm. So I plan to have, well, I've got arrangements to have visitors coming throughout the month of February. Most of my socialising will be done at home. So when I have visitors, it means that there are some goodies for them. And I'm going to give a pack to my mum as well of these. Couldn't resist. These are for making some energy balls. I've done a video before about how to make energy balls, but when you include chocolate chips, it's super tasty. So I'm making a big batch for a friend of mine as a thank you to her for everything she has done for me. She's come to visit and brought nice food, snacks and things like that this month, and I've been so grateful. Sorry, last month, and I've been so grateful for that. I still feel like I'm in January mode at the moment. And then whenever I'm at the supermarket, I always keep a lookout for freezable bargains. So there were a couple of really good freezable bargains. So what I'll do is I'll split these, I'll quarter them and freeze them. So that'll just be extra meal options in the freezer for low budget dinners. I can have the pizza and then have it with something like some veggies or something on the side. We'll see. I would use the air fryer and make air fryer chips, but at the moment I can't really chop because of this broken arm situation. And then I got a beer as a wee treat and 2 oat milks, some coffee. Now these things will come out of the Studies Research Fund, this stationery, so I'll give you a wee summary of that for the week in a second. So I got 2 oat milks and need 4 more for the month, because I'll be getting through approximately one per 4 days, because I'm having Slim Fast with 250 mils of milk once a day. So they should last 4 days per oat milk. I've got 2 I already had, so 4, so that's 16. So another 4 should see me through to the end of the month. There's the one that's open, another one, those 2, so that's it. So that was my shopping list I showed you in a previous video about how No Spend January went. I think it was that video, yeah. So all I've got left for the whole month that I'm looking to buy at this point is another big bag of porridge or some sachets, 4 more oat milks as I mentioned, and maybe a coffee mate or similar. I do have some skimmed milk powder in the cupboard, but that's more for visitors. I'm not really a big fan and I don't drink skimmed milk, but it's a good standby for if people come but they don't like plant-based milk. So probably a tub of coffee mate at some point. So really, I don't think I'm going to need to spend all that much on food at all this month, which is great, because as I mentioned in a previous video, this month I'm doing a freezer and food cupboard and fridge challenge, food challenge. So hopefully there won't really be much need to buy very many things. But here in week 1, this is how it's gone so far. So Asda came to $2.40 for food, which was 1 pizza and that loaf of bread. Lidl was $13.95. It was 2 packs of those meatballs that, as I say, I'm going to use for 2 slow cooker dishes and batch cook with them. 1 bottle of beer. That was my treat for the week. And then oat milks times 2 and a pack of olive spread. So that came to $11.15. No, wait a minute. That's wrong. Sorry. $15.15. Oh, no, wait. No, I see. It's $11.15 left for this week, because I've mentioned this in the past in a previous video too, that my goal is to spend no more than £27.50 per week on food shopping in this no spend year. So that has definitely been accomplished so far this week. I've got $11.15 wiggle room left for this week. That's what it is. Because it would be $16.35. There you go, $16.35. And these are my sinking fund spends so far. So if you look back at the first video I did about my no spend year and how I've worked out my budgeting for that, I go into the sinking funds in more detail. But so far in this no spend month, the 2 sinking funds I have used some money from are the social. I've spent £3.53 so far. Remaining for the month is £6.47, and I've bought with those the chocolate chips and 2 packs of biscuits and the cakes. And what is always the big challenge, I think, for me is going to be staying within this social budget for £10 a month. It's not very much, but there is a £15 day trips allowance, which potentially I can tap into to help cost the social fund. But then it means I won't be able to have a wee day trip. And I like doing these kind of artist dates. Have you heard of, I think she's called Julia Cameron? Is that right? There's a book called The Artist's Way. There's also an audio book of The Artist's Way. It's great, but she talks about these artist dates, and I think it's such a great idea. So I like to sometimes have a wee day trip and take myself on an artist's date at the same time. But also for planning a wee birthday trip away, I was hoping to maybe put some of the day trips fund each month away towards that. But if I'm then needing to tap into it for the social fund, then that's going to kind of scupper that plan. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. The fact that people are going to be mostly visiting this month while I'm in recovery will help to keep costs down as well. And then finally, the studies and research. I have spent all that I can spend for the month. This would be £10 a month, but I mentioned in a video I did at the end of January to summarise how that no spend month went, the fact that I unfortunately blew that budget. And in order to compensate for that, I'm having 10 months this year where instead of £10 limit, it's only £6.50 limit. And 1 month, which was going to be this month, where it was only £5, but that can be March. And then the other 10 months of the year, it can be £6.50. So that's it now, 5p being carried forward because I picked up these bits and bobs. They were the last bits that I needed to get organised. So there you have it. That's a wee summary, a wee quick video today of my shopping haul. So I hope you enjoyed seeing the bargains, and I'm wishing you a happy Frugal February. Bye.